Low steam heated. Sir, okay na po ba, sir?
Okay na, pre.
Ayan. Closed system heated. Pressured volume. Vessel pressure. Pressure vessel. Ayan. Diagram of a vessel. Ito po yung itsura ng isang vessel. Ayan. Sige, next. Interlocks. System heated pressure vessels equipped with bayonet joint covers shall be provided with interlocks or other effective means for preventing the rise of pressure inside the vessel before the cover is in fully locked position and the release of the cover from the locked position before the pressure inside the vessel has been reduced to atmospheric pressure. Ayan. Next. Ito po yung mga parts po ng vessel. Steam agitation, where the contents of the closed vertical pressure vessels are steered by means of a live steam. The vessel shall be provided with heavy coiled springs or other suitable shock absorbers under their supports. Next po. Ayan, nasa picture naman po yung itsura ng steam agitation. Next po. Revolving closed vessels, where the contents of the closed vertical pressure vessels are steered by means of a live steam. The vessel shall be provided with heavy coiled springs or other suitable shock absorbers under their supports. Pressure gauges and safety valves on the revolving cylindrical steam heated pressure vessels such as revolving autoclaves, devulcanizers, and rotary dryers. Driving mechanisms of revolving steam heated pressure vessels shall be provided with appropriate locking device and safeguards in accordance with the requirements of Rule 1200. Autoclaves. Autoclaves are also known as steam sterilizers and are typically used for healthcare or industrial applications. An autoclave is a machine that uses steam under pressure to kill harmful bacteria, viruses, fungi, and spores on items that are placed inside of pressure vessels. Autoclaves shall be provided with casings that shall prevent the contents from being forced out directly in the working spaces and extend down to the floor to prevent any person from walking under the vessel. Autoclaves containing liquids shall be contained over pits or in casings of light steel or other suitable materials, tight at the bottom and capable of holding the charge of draining to a suitable receiver. All electrical equipment in rooms where autoclaves containing flammable substances and installed shall be effectively grounded and of approved explosion-proof type. Ayan. Linings of autoclaves shall be examined frequently for leaks and shall be renewed before the shells are damaged. The heating of oil for oil jacket autoclaves shall be performed at points remote from the vessels. Digesters. A digester is A digester is a unit vessel where chemical or biological reactions are carried out. These are used in different types of process industries. Ay, pa next po. Digesters used for the cooking of wood chips shall be equipped with piping of corrosion-resistant materials and of adequate thickness, particularly between the blow-off and blow pits. Blow-off valves on digesters shall be so arranged that they can be operated from a location outside the digester room or from protected point remote from the valves. Opening of blow pits shall be so constructed as small as possible with raised sides or guarded by standard railings of less than 1.25 meter or 48 inch in height. Opening of blow pits shall be preferable, preferably on the sides of the pits. Ladders of access to blow pits shall be constructed that the doors of the blow pits cannot be closed when the ladders are in place. And an effective warning system consisting of bells, whistles, or other signaling devices shall be installed in digesters and blow pits rooms to be sounded or operated before and while digesters are being blown. Before opening blow-off valves to discharge the contents, the following procedures shall be observed. The blow pit shall be free from stock and water. Precautions shall be taken to ensure that all workers are out of the blow pit. The door of the blow pit shall be securely fastened, and workers in the digesters or blow pit rooms shall be warned by signals that the blow off valve is to be opened. Blow off valves on digesters shall be opened slowly. When head covers on digesters shall not be loosened while any pressure is indicated on the steam gauge. Persons not directly uh, directly concerned shall not be permitted in digesters buildings while digesters are being blown. Each each floor of digester buildings shall be provided with not less than two unobstructed means of egress. Distilling apparatus. Next po. Stills can be equipped with duplicate pressure gauges, safety valves, and recording thermometers or pyrometers. Charging vapor and steam lines on stills shall be fitted with dual valves with a bleeder between them and provided with arrangements for disconnecting and blanking the lines. Convenient and safe access for quick manipulation of overhead valves on stills shall be provided where horizontal shell steels are mounted at varying heights to allow gravity flow. The manhole ladder shall be of different lengths to fit the front manhole of each steel at the proper angle. When preparing apparatus used in distilling flammable, corrosive, or toxic fluids for cleaning or repairs, the following procedure shall be observed. Steam inlet valves shall be locked in closed position. All charging fluids shall be pumped out. All inlet lines shall be disconnected and blank or the inlet valves shall be locked in position and the stills shall be blown through with live stream admitted through a tap connection. Ayan. When stills are to be charged with cold liquids, they shall first be filled with steam until all the air has been expelled and steam shows at the safety and vacuum relief valves. When stills are charged with hot liquids, They shall be steamed progressively from the stills through the tower and condensing equipment to a tricock on the gas line. Gears. Where hot liquids such as solutions of caustic soda, lime or sulfuric acid are used in circulating gears, oil coiling, out textile materials, or in similar close pressure vessels. The liquids shall be prepared in separate vessel or tanks and shall not be admitted to the pressure vessels until loading of the materials to be processed has been completed. Vulcanizers and the vulcanizers. Vulcanizer and the vulcanizer, they're, hello po sir. Hello po. Hello. Okay na po. Hello. Yes po sir. Wait lang po sir. Ayan, hello. Vulcanizer and the vulcanizer, door fastening shall be of amply strength, properly spaced and carefully secured. Vulcanizers and the vulcanizers shall be installed above the floors high enough to permit piping valves and traps on the same floors as the vessels. This requirement shall not apply where it is necessary to install bottoms of horizontal vulcanizers below floor levels in order to place the car trucks on the vulcanizers on the same level as the floor trucks. Periodic and true internal and external inspections shall be made of vulcanizers, including all attachments and connecting equipments at intervals not exceeding 3 months. Before allowing workers to enter vulcanizers or the vulcanizers for the purpose of releasing jump or the real vulcanizers cars or for any other necessary operation, the following shall be observed. Steam valves and other supply valves shall be locked in close position. The blow-down valves on the individual vessel and on any other vessel using the same drain shall be locked in close position. The vessel shall be free of hazardous fumes or vapor, and the vessel shall be cooled sufficiently to prevent workers from being burned or overexposed to heat. Safe, Safety valves for vulcanizers and open steam type devulcanizers shall be attached directly to the shells of the vessels. The vulcanizers and open steam type devulcanizers equipped with bolted doors shall be provided with hinge type door belts securely attached to lugs on the shell rings. Before any attempt is made to open the doors of vulcanizers or open steam type devulcanizer, the following shall be observed. The steam supply valves shall be closed. The blowdown and telltale valves shall be open until the telltale valve indicates that all internal pressure has been relieved and the drain valves shall be open. Vulcanizers and open steam type the vulcanizer shall be equipped with individual blowdown piping and the use of common blowdown is prohibited. Horizontal vulcanizers and open type devulcanizers shall be equipped with a drain valve at the bottom near the front of the vessel for draining condensed or cooling water from the vessels and to avoid scalding of workers when the door are open, and an additional drain valve near the center. The vessel is more than 0.75 meter, 2.5 feet in length. Vertical vulcanizers and devulcanizers shall be provided with suitable platforms equipped with standard railings and tow boards and arranged to make all working areas accessible. Ayan. Vulcanizers. Doors on vulcanizers shall be of quick opening type with fastening and locking arrangements in full sight of the operators. Quick opening vulcanizers doors shall be equipped with automatic interlocks that will prevent doors from being opened until all pressure has been relieved. Power-operated vulcanizer doors running in vertical guides shall be equipped with automatic latches in the guides to prevent the doors from falling in the event of failure of the hoisting mechanism. Vulcanizers shall be equipped with telltale valves preferably located on the vulcanizer doors for reducing the pressure inside the atmospheric level before the door can be opened. Where bottoms of horizontal vulcanizers extend below the floor levels, the pits shall be guarded at the sides by standard railings and tow boards, and at the ends by removable rails or by chain carrying warning signs. Where vulcanizers cars are used, car stops shall be provided in the rear part of the vulcanizers to prevent the car from striking workers when rolled in. Plates over spiders on top of hydraulic rams and vertical type vulcanizers shall be perforated and provided with center holes large enough to prevent the accumulation of steam within the rams and the blowing out of the molds or plates upon removal of the covers. Vertical type vulcanizers shall be provided with the overflow pipes of the water operating the hydraulic rams with a capacity not less than that of the water inlet pipes inserted through the cylinder wall at the limit of travel necessary for the ram. Alkali devulcanizers. Where safety valves on alkali devulcanizers may be plugged by rubber or other foreign materials from the contents of the vessels, safety rupture discs shall be substituted. Alkali devulcanizers shall be provided with baffles directly on the inner shells at the entrance to the safety guard, valves, steam gauges, and blowdown lines. Workers exposed to splashes from caustic liquids used in alkali devulcanizers shall be provided with suitable personal protective equipment conforming to the requirement of Rule 1080. Discharge pipes and closed dump tanks for stationary alkali devulcanizers shall be designed to withstand the vulcanizer's pressure in the event the lines are opened under high pressure. Revolving spherical alkali devulcanizers shall be provided with individual motor drives or effective means of locking the driver to prevent the possibility of accidental starting, remote power controls beyond the reach of points standing in front of the manhole, and automatic interlocking devices which will prevent starting the driving mechanism until the manhole covers are closed and locked, except when the operators keep their hands on the power controls.
Open steam heated pressure vessels. General provisions. Where the top edges of large open steam pressure vessels are less than 1.20 meter above the floor or working level, The vessels shall be surrounded by standard railings to the floor so that workers can watch the operations without the possibility of falling into the vessels or being burned by splashing materials. Sitting or standing on the edges of open steam heated pressure vessels or on guard surrounding such vessels is prohibited. Batteries of open care or similar open steam heated pressure vessels shall be arranged that the distance between the edges of the vessels is at least 45 centimeter, and there is an obstructed space for passage around each vessel of at least 45 centimeter. Planks, ladders, stairs, and other gangways placed over open steam heated pressure vessels containing hot liquid or hot water shall be securely fastened and provided with standard railings and tow boards preferably fitted with fillers. Where open steam heated pressure vessels give rise to excessive water vapor, adequate steps shall be taken to reduce the relative humidity of the workroom. Open jacketed kettles. Jackets of steam jacketed cooking or tenderizing kettles shall be truly drained before the steam supply valves are opened. When admitting steam to cold steam jacketed kettles, the steam supply valves shall be opened slowly. Wooden scrapers should be provided and used for removing semi-solid or sticky finished or kettles with slide discharge doors. Open steam jacketed kettles used in textile industry should be provided with covers arranged that the process can be observed and with large overflow rings with ample drain. Workers around open steam jacketed kettles shall be provided with and use suitable protective clothing conforming to Rule 1080. Before cleaning, before cleaning or making repairs inside open steam jacketed kettles, all agitating devices shall be locked or blocked inoperative. Valves connected on common heads shall be closed or blocked, and pipings for introducing steam or other dangerous substances shall be disconnected and blank, or their inlet valve shall be locked in the closed position. In the closed position. Opening evaporating pans. Open evaporating pans for substances which are flammable when dry shall be kept free of impurities and steam cause always covered by liquids when operated. Steam coils in open evaporator pans shall prevent the creation of a vacuum through steam condensation, drawing the material process into the coils, which may cause explosion.
Water and air pressure tanks. General provision. The water supply to water pressure tank shall be free from suspended solids and sedimentary matters. Okay. Hot water pressure tank. Hot water pressure tanks shall be designed to withstand full boiler pressure. Every hot water pressure tank not designed to withstand full boiler pressure shall be equipped with reducing valve located between the steam stop valve and the tank, and one or more relief or safety valves on the low pressure side of the reducing valve. Every hot pressure tank should be equipped with automatic temperature regulator set to prevent the generation of steam. Pressure gauges. For hot water pressures, tank shall be installed between the reducing valve and the relief safety valves. Steam and hot water piping for hot water pressure tank shall be adequately insulated where it is exposed to contact. Hot water tank shall be examined frequently for leaks of steam or water, which shall include hydrostatic tests when deemed necessary by the safety engineer of the regional labor office or authorized representative. Cold water pressure tank. Pressure gauges or cold water pressure tank for sprinkler system shall be provided with separate shut-off valves with arrangement for drain. Discharge valve on cold water pressure tank for sprinkler system shall be locked or sealed in the open position and shall be inspected frequently to make sure that they are open. Cold water pressure system shall be provided with one or more pressure relief valves adjusted to release over the maximum air pressure of the system. Air receivers. Air receivers shall be protected from the weather and accessible for external and internal inspection. A receiver shall be provided with suitable openings for inspection and cleaning. Where two or more receivers are served by one compressor, the air supply piping for each tank shall be equipped with a stop valve and with a safety valve between the stop valve and the compressor. Safety valves for air receiver shall be proportional to the maximum quantity of free air that can be supplied. Stop valve shall be installed between a receiver and each consuming appliance at points convenient to the operator. Pipelines of the compressed air system shall be securely fastened in the place and installed not to interfere with pre-contraction or expansion of the piping between fixed points. A receiver shall be equipped at the lowest point possible with automatic drain traps or with valves which shall be opened daily for relieving the vessel of air, moisture, and accumulated at the bottoms. A receiver shall be kept clean of oil, carbon, and other foreign substances. Compressed air shall not be handled or used by any person except in the performance of his duties. In no case shall a jet of compressed air be directed against any person. No vessel shall be used as an air receiver unless it's the requirement of Rule 1171.01. Compressed air shall not be used to force liquid or substance out of containers which are not constructed to withstand the pressure of the air supply. Refrigeration tanks. Refrigeration room. Factory room in which refrigeration tanks and other parts of the refrigeration system are permanently installed and operated shall be provided with tight-fitting doors to have no partition or opening that will permit the passage of refrigerants to the other part of the buildings and be provided with mechanical means of ventilation. Not more than two refrigeration tanks shall be located one above the other within the same area between floor and ceiling. Open flames. All electrical equipment shall be of the approved explosion-proof type. No flame-producing devices or hot surface shall be permitted in room where refrigeration tanks are installed. Materials. All materials used in the construction and installation of refrigeration tanks shall be capable of withstanding the chemical action. Gauge glasses. Liquid level gauge glasses for refrigeration tanks, except the bullseye type, shall be fitted with automatic shut-off valves. Stop valves. Refrigeration tanks shall be equipped with stop valve at each inlet and outlet pipes. Pressure relief devices. Refrigeration tanks shut off by valves from the other parts of the refrigerating system shall be equipped with at least two pressure relief valves or one pressure relief valve in parallel with a rupture member when the capacity of the tanks exceeds 140 liters and its diameter exceeds 15 centimeters. And a pressure relief device or a fusible plug when the capacity of the tank is 140 liters or less. Pressure relief devices or refrigeration tanks shall be connected directly to the vessel and shall be placed above the liquid refrigerant level. Pressure relief valves and fusible, fusible plugs for refrigeration tanks shall be provided with a discharge pipes leading directly and separately to the outside of the building, with outlet located to protect person from exposure to any irritating or toxic fumes or vapors. Pressure relief valves and fusible plugs for refrigeration tanks containing ammonia or sulfur dioxide shall be discharged into substantial tanks or closed type or provided with hinge covers or hinge cover used for no other purpose than the absorption of the refrigerants. Compressor installation. All compressors shall be installed on firm foundation and securely fastened in place. Machine guarding. All moving parts of air compressors shall be safeguarded in accordance with the provision of the Rule 1200. Pressure limiting device. Air compressors shall be equipped with automatic mechanism which will stop the air compressing operation when the maximum allowable pressure is reached. And electrically operate pressure limiting device on air compressor shall be designed and constructed that the electric con- contract cannot lock or fuse in a position which will cause the compressor to continue its air compressing operations. Speed governors. Unloaded air compressor or governor controls of engines shall be inspected frequently and regularly and maintained in good working conditions. So, ayun yung speed governor. Lubrication. Air compressor cylinder shall be lubricated with just sufficient oil to avoid excess oil from flowing into the intercoolers, receivers, and other parts of the system. Cooling. Per air compressor cylinder are equipped with water cooling jacket. A visible indication of water flow shall be provided. Intercooler and aftercoolers shall be designed and constructed to withstand safely the maximum pressure in their discharge piping. Air intake and discharge pipe. Air intakes for air compressors shall be located at a place where the air is pure, clean, and free from any flammable or toxic gases or fumes. Air discharge piping from air compressors operating at high temperature shall be provided with insulating covers. If necessary, separators shall be installed at a convenient point between the compressor and the receiver. Valves. Where stop valves are installed in air discharge piping from air compressor, the valves shall be easily accessible for inspection and cleaning. And one or more safety valves shall be installed between the compressor and stop valve. Steam or gas supply lines to steam-driven or gas-driven compressor shall be provided with a manually operated throat valve in a readily accessible location. Compressor valve shall be inspected frequently and regularly, and leaking valve shall be immediately repaired or replaced.
Unfired pressure vessel or UPV. Unfired pressure vessel shall mean any closed vessel other than a boiler constructed to hold steam, hot water, gas, or air ordinarily supplied from an external source or from the indirect application of heat. This definition shall not include portable cylinders for the storage and from for the storage of compressed gases. Steam heated pressure vessel shall mean an airtight vessel or an open pan kettle which is steam jacketed or equipped with steam coil or steam supplies, piping and used in such operation of cooking, distilling, drying, evaporating, and hardening. Water pressure tank shall mean a pressure vessel used, used for heating water by means of live steam or steam coil, or for the storage of cold water to be depressed by means of pressure. Air pressure tank shall mean a pressure vessel use a primary and secondary tank in connection with the ordinary compression cycles and receiving its air direct from the compressor. Refrigeration tank shall mean a pressure vessel used in refrigeration system, excluding the piping of such system. Working pressure shall mean a gauge pressure or pressure above the atmospheric pressure in a kilogram, centimeter, or PSIG. Next po. General provision. Application of this provision is provided under the Rule 1162. The term pressure vessel shall be used in a loo or boiler, and the same is prepared as unfired pressure vessel in the application and the usage of this rule.